Let's talk about the bootstrap myth. So, originating from the phrase, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, the bootstrap myth is the idea that you can achieve success or get yourself out of a bad situation entirely through personal effort and hard work alone, regardless of your socioeconomic status or your circumstances. This myth assumes that structural barriers are irrelevant to achieving success, and that failure is a reflection of bad choices or a lack of self-discipline, rather than a reflection of the inequalities of society. According to the bootstrap myth, any bad thing that happens to you is a reflection of your character as opposed to a reflection of your circumstances. The bootstrap myth is heavily tied to neoliberalism. Neoliberalism is an economic structure, but also a logic which prioritizes the free market and limited government intervention. So, under neoliberalism, responsibility is shifted from the state onto the individual, making things like poverty or homelessness or hunger individual failings, as opposed to failings on the part of the government. Under neoliberalism, and according to the bootstrap myth, being unemployed is not a structural issue of unemployment, but rather your personal unemployability. Burnout is not a sign of the heaviness of capitalism, but rather a psychological failing on your part. The effects of structural harm are something that you are personally responsible for in this mindset, because we are meant to be autonomous, self-investing, self-disciplined subjects. And as such, any issues we face, we are responsible for. The bootstrap myth is often used to minimalize, deny, or even self-responsibilize the suffering of marginalized people. The adherents of the bootstrap myth are obviously not concerned at all with helping out anyone who is experiencing structural challenges. They are often suspicious, resentful, or if compassion is given, then it is conditional. The bootstrap myth and neoliberal logic justifies cruelty not only amongst individuals, but in policy. Welfare becomes seen as handouts, and healthcare is seen as a privilege rather than a right. Housing becomes an investment rather than a right, and education becomes something that you should merely be using as a tool to advance yourself economically, rather than something that deepens your understanding of the human experience.